I'm Bill Jasper here in Rapid City, South Dakota at FreedomFest 2021, and I had a big discovery today. I discovered the Goldbacks. This is a Goldback. It is 1/1000th of an ounce of gold in a polymer encased gold thousandths of an ounce. And this is a 50,000th of an ounce in the same process. Beautiful, we'll show you close-ups of it. Beautifully engraved designs. And I have here with me the founder and CEO of Goldbacks, Goldback.com, Jeremy Cordon.
Thank you.
I was just blown away with this. First of all, they're gorgeous, they're beautiful, but these are intended to be actual currency. People could buy things with this. How did you come up with the concept?
You know, I can't take credit for the technology. We actually found this technology at FreedomFest about 3 years ago. At the time, I was doing a gold cryptocurrency, and what people kept telling me is that if they didn't hold it, they didn't own it. And you know, really, we wanted people spending gold and using sound money. I've been working in the kind of the sound money space for quite a while. I started my career with Larry Hilton, who wrote the Utah Legal Tender Act, with the same intent of getting people to use precious metals. But when I found the manufacturing company for Aurum, which makes the Goldback now, I liked their product better than mine. And you know, within a year, we developed the Goldback. We're able to raise the money and get it out, and it's been popular ever since.
Now, when one looks at it, it's clear that, okay, we can see gold there, but tell us about the actual technology and why that makes this a very special item.
Yeah, the 50 here is an engineering marvel. The most that they'd ever done in gold in something like this was a gram. This is about 40% more. It's actually it's through a process called vacuum deposition, where there's this vacuum chamber and the gold is bombarded against the polymer and then it's encased inside. So all the gold is actually in the Goldback. Now, the reason why Goldbacks are special is because it's an interchangeable precious metals currency, whereas one of these is worth 50 of those, and vice versa. So people are spending these and using them as cash. In fact, I've got a whole series. I got a whole wallet full of them. I carry them around, I spend them. It's gold you can spend.
So those of us who are hard money people who believe that gold is money, that money is something tangible, that paper currency is a money substitute, we know that real money is a tangible, precious metal asset.
I'm inclined to agree with you, except there's one thing that us hard money folks have a hard time with, and that's, you know, the gold standard, it was a tri-metal system. You know, it's 100 copper pennies to a silver dollar and 20 silver dollars to a gold piece. And if you melted anything down because of the secondary value in the secondary market, you were hung. Now, nowadays, a lot of our copper's in electric wire, a lot of silver's in solar panels. In fact, we don't have a lot of above ground silver anymore.
Right.
So it's not easy to just pull a lever and go back to the gold standard, but you know, 90% of gold is still used as money. So what the Goldback is an attempt to use gold, the most valuable of the three metals, so you can buy small things. It's a problem so old it has a name. It's the small coin problem. The one Goldback is designed for a dozen eggs, a gallon of milk, a loaf of bread. People are using it for those types of things.
Right, so in the past, if you needed a loaf of bread or you need a gallon of milk, a gallon of gas, you're gonna have to shave or clip your Krugerrand or your maple leaf or something.
No, in the past you wouldn't use gold at all. You'd use, if you go back to Roman times, you'd use the widow's mite. You'd use a little bronze chip. And if you wanted to buy, you know, for a loaf of bread, if you wanted to buy a whole wedding feast of bread, it was a silver coin, it was a silver denarius. Gold was for a grain shipment from Egypt.
Right, so
gold's
how are you
too
gonna
valuable.
Take change for something
Well,
like
right,
that?
you know, so I mean, you know, gold is money, but it's not a very useful money without the other two metals. But without the government subsidizing the printing of silver and copper coins, it's not very practical. You know, the only thing that's even kind of close to the one Goldback is a maybe like a junk silver dime, you know, but I've only gotten in an argument with somebody once that the way forward as a sound money community is to use old 1964 junk silver dimes that look identical to our current dimes.
Right. So this is ingenious, and tell me, you're having success with it, correct?
So we've actually been pretty quiet about the Goldback. Ever since COVID hit, they've been sold out, meaning they sell out just about every month. A lot of the big bullion dealers sell them, including Atmex and JM Bullion and Money Metals. We have a whole list on Goldback.com. Right now, we believe that there's about 300,000 people that own Goldbacks. And what the big dealers in the country are telling us is that Goldbacks are the most popular small denomination gold product in the entire country.
Well, I would believe it. Now, we haven't mentioned there is artwork on each of them, which we will show.
Sure.
And you are doing it for each state.
We're doing it for each state. So the Goldback can be spent and used anywhere because it's gold, but they were launched as local currencies. So we started with Utah, then Nevada, then New Hampshire. There's actually featured business networks in these states. But what we found, I was hoping 5 to 10% of business owners would take payment in gold. What we actually found when we went out to 500 businesses is that when you talk to the small business owner, there's a 50% chance they take payment in Goldbacks, which is far better than I thought.
So how does that practically work when they go into a store, and you'd have to find a store that already knows about it?
No.
No? Just go
Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Now, if you're in charge of the store, you can make the decision. If you're talking to the secretary, if you're talking to the employee, they might think it's wonderful, but they don't want to get in trouble by their boss. So if you can find the small business owner, 50-50, they take this as payment and a one-off payment. I do it all the time.
And so what do you do? Go online and see the
So
price
if you go to Goldback.com, you can see an average price for Goldbacks, or you can go to your favorite retailer and show what they're selling for.
Excellent. Well, this is quite amazing. And so you're already sold out, and you have on back order right now?
It's not back order. We sell out about every month. Right now, it's difficult to keep Goldbacks in stock, but you can find them if you go to Goldback.com. We expect that we're going to have a lot more in a couple months. That's part of why we're at FreedomFest. We have a new factory making Goldbacks about 6 times faster coming out in September. And when that happens, you're going to hear a little bit more from us.
And what are the next states?
So we've announced Wyoming, and at FreedomFest, we announced South Dakota.
Oh, fantastic.
So we do a lot of the low population states because we can build up featured business networks. It's easier to service. But most Goldbacks are actually sold outside of our featured states. We have Goldbacks being sold all over the world right now.
Important question. I'm sure a lot of people would like, what is the premium on these?
You know what? That's a really good question about the premium. For this guy, it costs money to split an ounce of gold into 1,000 pieces.
Right. So you're going to have a higher premium on
It's going to be a little bit higher on the smaller. We did market research. It showed that there should be about a 400% premium on a Goldback. We're able to smash it down under 100%. But ultimately, who dictates the price of a currency? Is it the issuer or is it the market?
Right.
It's the market. It's the market. So, if you go on eBay, a single Goldback's about $6. People are paying that. I've seen people pay as high as $10, $20 on eBay for a Goldback because we can't make enough to meet the demand. We can't make enough. So the market is telling us that the price of a Goldback is a little bit higher. I think a lot of precious metals people and hard money people are trained to go for the lowest possible premiums. But I'd rather have 500 Goldbacks I can spend 500 times than a 1 ounce coin that I can't really spend easily.
Sure.
Because a lot of people own gold just in case.
Right.
But if you want to have it as a sound money, there is a cost to that. But you recover it when you spend it.
So when the new production facility gets going, then will that double or triple? Or?
It'll be 6x. It'll be 6x. Okay. Right now, premiums on Goldbacks are a little bit higher than we'd like, especially the one denomination, just because people are trying to keep them in stock. I feel like if we had enough production over the last year, we probably would have sold 10 times as many Goldbacks. So kind of the brakes are on it. The pricing, the market is telling the market to slow down, with higher prices. But I think that'll shift a little bit as we can produce more.
Fantastic. Well, Jeremy Cordon, Goldback.com.
Yep, goldback.com.
All right. Thank you.